Hip Hop Nation, straight hip hop hits, period. An old friend of mine who we had a slight understanding, but he knows exactly where he's at. He knows what time it is.
Yeah.
My good friend ScHoolboy Q is here.
I'm here, man. I ain't a rookie no more. I don't make them type of mistakes no more.
But you know what? You know what? You make laid back mistakes.
Yeah.
Because you're like, what the fuck, man? You know, like I love your attitude. You don't have that pretentious, artist attitude. Just like you real people.
Appreciate that, man.
You know, a lot of people tell you that. Like,
yeah, I hear it a lot, but at the same time, I'll be like, man, I wonder if these niggas telling everybody that. You know what I'm saying? But I hear it a lot, so I'm starting to think it's true.
No pun intended, but you like somebody's cousin.
Yeah.
ScHoolboy here. Hide the fucking hog mogs and he gonna go in your shit, Yeah, but you just have this everyday people type of flair about you that everybody just gravitates towards.
Yeah, man, I don't know, man. I blame everything on my mama. You know what I'm saying? She gave me my personality. She gave me she always kept it real with me from day one. From just her in the car in the Volkswagen, driving a stick, taking me to school and twisting up a joint while she taking me to school. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
My mom smoked weed, but she had this car, Nova.
Okay.
And Spanish people told me down the line that the fucking Nova mean no go. So her car was broke half the time because it was a fucking Nova. Like, va?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But shit like that endears you to your audience because, hey man, my mama was driving in said car and experiencing said things. And honestly, when I listen to the new project, The Blank Space, you have to listen to it in your car.
Yeah.
Bottom line, you're not gonna get I guess you have to have some type of stimulant, to kind of feel where you were at, But you have to listen to it in the car. It was just a great ride, with this particular project. Where were you going? Where were you? Because it's not as energetic as like the break the bank. This one is more laid back. Where was your space with Blank Face?
Man, I don't know. Like, it was weird. I never know where my space is at when I'm recording albums. I just get inspired, and my brain just started talking. Like, just start talking to the pen. I fucking one thing I will say about this album, I made sure I pushed the issue of my lyrics first. I usually always was the nigga that's like, yo, send me some beats. Give me some beats on the email. This time around, it was more so, I want to touch on this. I want to touch on this. Let's make the beat right now. Like, if the producer wasn't trying to come to the studio and work with me on the beat, I'm not even trying to fuck with you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got maybe 2 beats. No, I'm going to take it back. 3 beats that was just sent to me and I was rocking with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything else was made in front of me on the spot. Because, like I said, everybody expects me to be this energetic and this fun, man of the year, collard greens, hands on the wheel.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think people forget where I'm actually a fucking crip. Like, you know what I'm saying? Where I come from. It's just, like I said before we was on air, I had different influences on me, like Nirvana, Boosie Collins, Prince. Like, my mama was listening to these dudes, like Black Sabbath. Like, you know what I'm saying? My mom would listen to these dudes, so that energy always came from that. This time I wanted people to really listen to the roots of me, where I come from, not just this happy dude.
You speak of your mother, and you have to understand, and I tell a lot of people that are kind of younger that when I first were exposed to MTV, you had to wait until your favorite rap video was played.
Yeah.
Hence, I got to know Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah.
I got to know fucking Motley Crue, etc., etc. As opposed to the environment where everything is so segmented now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you had to wait for Walk This Way. You had to see everything else. You know what I'm saying? So now I can understand where your headspace is at as it pertains to your musical. Not to say your influences, but just the environment that you were raised in.
Yeah, and that's another reason why I haven't explained what my album is about yet. Because everything now is pushed to the audience before they even listen to it, and it sets this expectation of what they're going to listen to. Because I read interviews, or I look at interviews now, and then they be like, yo, so what this album about? And the artist just spill everything the fucking album about. Then when I finally listen to it, I had a certain sound in my head that I was going to sound like. but he probably had a different sound.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I hear it, I'm like damn near disappointed all the time.
Yeah.
Every time I look at a rapper interview, he tell me about his album, and I go listen to it, I'm always disappointed.
Yeah.
I'm wondering why am I fucking always disappointed?
Yeah.
Because I come from an era where you had to wait till, I'm not gonna say no magazine names.
I got you. Yeah.
To certain magazine come out.
Give you that stamp.
Yeah. A certain magazine come out. Then you have to read it about what the fucking album is about. And that was like 2 months, 3 months later.
Yeah, and they tell you what's good and what's not. You know, and you talk about the lyrical content. You know, the album has E40 on it, has Jada on it. You know, it has Vince Staples on it.
Yeah.
You know, like honestly, you know, just with those, with some of these names that's on the album, you know what? You challenge yourself because some of these guys, you know, hey, particularly the Jada shit. I had to listen to the Jada song like 3-4 times. The motherfucking 3-man weave with the Lord and the Devil.
For sure.
I'm like, yo, you know, like, you know, y'all going back and forth on that record.
That's why I had to put a whole new song at the end. I'm like, I ain't about to do this nigga come in and just put a whole new song at the end. I'm like, I gotta get this nigga. He ain't about to do me like that.
Switch
you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're gonna switch it up, but I'm gonna come back for you.
But that's beautiful to challenge yourself. You know, that's beautiful.
No, for sure. That's Jada Kiss, man. I expected that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't put nobody on my album to not outdo me. Like,
yeah.
What you got him on the album for? Like, that's my whole thing. You could have wrote another verse.
Yeah.
I want the nigga to at least, like, have the same, like, tier of verse that I have. If not, it's like, fuck, I put you on the album for. Like, Kanye verse, a little different. It was more fun. Like, it was a fun record. When we did that record, it was more so to be fun, not to be who had the better verse. Oh, he bodied it. Like, it was meant to be catchy and fun. Because my whole album, when you listen to it, it's serious all the way through.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? So I needed that in my album. So I had to, you know what I mean? Yeah. I had to have some fun in it.
You know, the last time, we saw each other, you know, it was in L.A. Mm-hmm. and we were on the BET Awards and whatnot. And, you know, normally when I'm in L.A., I'm keeping a buck with Justin here on the hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know the norms, the folkways, the mores. I don't know where to go. You know, and everybody wants these tours and everything like that. But your album, your projects, it takes us into your world. You know, good, bad, or indifferent. It takes us into, you know, from the regular shit. Like, you know, people just wanting to borrow shit. And you know what I'm saying? You know, come on. Like everybody got that person in their life. But then the flip side of it, you take us to places within your music that, you know, I wouldn't dare go when I'm in LA without a cosign.
Sure.
Was that the intent?
Yeah, for sure. Like, you got songs called, like, John Muir.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you know that song off the top of your head, like what it sound like, but what I'm saying, belling through the motherfucking street, y'all. Never had a motherfucking weed card. I'm down a flatliner, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, 13 with my motherfucking heat, y'all. Nigga called cases trying to take your fucking screen off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like my whole, like, I was literally when I started game banging, 12, 13 years old. Like, I got my first gun at 13, you know what I mean? It was a little ass deuce. I stole it from an old ass lady, like, out of her house. Like, broke in her house and stole a gun from her.
Like the infatuation, you know, and I have to say it like that because, you know, we on the outside looking in. I'm talking about from Boys in the Hood, the movie, to Colors.
That don't paint LA at all.
You know,
that's why on Torch I said, I could take you spots where gangsters woke, with real dime moves and lokes. Boys in the Hood weren't even close. Like, I said that in the first track of the album, first verse. Like, Boys in the Hood, Minister Society, South Central was the closest. Colors, that's not how to go down. Like, you know what I mean? Like, none of these movies really gave LA justice. Like, there were good movies, don't get it wrong.
And that's why
they're good movies, but it's not really what's going on.
And that's why Blank Face is so important because you know it takes us to places that we would normally go, and that's what hip hop has always done for me, particularly West Coast hip hop, because you know, even though we're dealing with the situation with the police and everything like that, you know, the first people that I was like, oh my God, these motherfuckers is saying fuck the police.
Yeah, fuck the niggas.
No, I'm just saying that, but you know what I'm saying, to hear some you hear the shit in the back down the hood, but for somebody to put that out there to say, you know what, we're gonna put our lives on the line, you know, that came from your environment. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. And like, that's another thing. let me clear that up too. On one of the songs called Black Thoughts, people hear me say, I flipped the line. I flipped the All Lives Matter line. Because there's a lot of black ignorant people out here that don't even know what Black Lives Matter really mean. They think because we say Black Lives Matter that we say no other lives matter. No, we saying we're not being looked out for right now at the moment. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, when I said all lives matter, I was still talking about black people.
Yeah.
It was on the whole song is called Black Thoughts. First.
Yeah.
Second off, it's about Crips and Bloods. It's where I'm telling people to put the rags down and raise their kids. Just put the guns down and blaze a spliff. Let's do it now. Made no buts or ifs. It took a blood to get me Pringle chips. You get what I'm saying? You can learn to fly, take the ladder. Real nigga shit. All lives matter. Both sides. People heard that and thought I was being ignorant. I'm talking about Bloods and Crips. You get what I'm saying? I flipped the All Lives Matter line and made it still black. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about black and blood. Blood and Crip lives still matter. Both of our lives matter, because you got a lot of people, like a lot of my homeboys, they feeling this shit that's going on, but at the same time, they see an enemy from the other side, they still tripping.
You talk about the 12-year-old with the deuce. Now you're a grown man. Yeah. You know, with a kid. Your kid was was the face of your project. How has your mentality as it pertains to the environment that you came out of or that you come from, how has that flipped now that you're grown, you have responsibilities, you have a baby?
That shit ain't in my life no more at all. Like, I just talk about it through the music. That's my past. That's what music is about. It's about your life experiences. It could be present, past, even future. Your dreams. Like, I'm talking about my past. I'm not one of the rappers that be in the hood. No, I don't be in the hood.
With the pull of the hood with us. Like, even with me, you don't come back, nigga. You don't, he ain't XYZ because he don't come back and he don't do for XYZ. Do you feel that type of pressure?
No, because I do stuff for my community. Yeah. I do things. Last year, I haven't been able to do nothing recently because I've been
touring the goddamn world.
Yeah, exactly. But I grabbed every kid off my block that all my friends took him to Disneyland. Other than that, I went school shopping for every little kid on 51st Street, Mexican, black, El Salvadorian. I went school shopping for them. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I do things for people on my block, but I can't be the one that's just sitting over there all day putting my homies on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? This is a bunch of people, millions of people that's going to see this. You know what I mean? They knowing the faces. They knowing, they recognizing these houses that I'm in. Yeah. That's why I never really like to put people in my homeboys, in my videos. I finally got over that thing and I started putting them in there. But it was more so of a positive cause. Yeah. I'm trying to help them change their life. Got a homeboy he don't even know. He's a star actor. He don't even know it. I got 2 homeboys that rap. Trying to change their life in that way. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I never wanted to put them in the videos because I'm not going to be in the hood. Yeah. Y'all still got to be in the hood. Niggas recognize your face.
Honestly.
I was that same dude when I was gang banging. I used to be looking at niggas' faces like, oh, I'm going to get him. Yeah. As soon as I see him, I know who that is. You get what I'm saying?
But I think the gift of ScHoolboy Q is the example. You know what I'm saying? Like, the gift of you and Kendrick and all of these guys, hey, guess what? The example that you guys giving is bigger than any goddamn turkey or bike or any other shit that you could possibly give. I was wondering, with the makeup of the team, and it's 2 motherfuckers that you never see. It's Al Heyman in boxing and Top Dawg.
Sure, you never see them two.
Like with the environment, it feels like old Death Row, sort of, in the sense of different factions coexisting in the same environment. Hopefully in harmony. Like with the external pressures. How is it that you guys are so to use a word that may not be so masculine? How are you guys so loving within the group like that?
Man,
coming from different factions.
I don't know, man. Top, when I first met Top, like I said, I was still gang banging, man. Like, that dude took me in. He didn't even try to take me in. Punch. Mm-hmm. Punch brought me in. He heard me rap and he saw potential in me, and he brought me in. And So I was just trying to get something started off the ground. It don't matter where you from. You could be a Blood, you could be a Crip, you could be a Mexican, you could be Salvadorian, Guatemala, whatever, white, whatever. He just wanted to start something.
Mm-hmm.
And he wanted to do it with people from the inner city. You know what I'm saying? He could have easily went and got one of them white boys and cheated. You know, white people, I don't care what nobody's saying, they cheat.
Mm-hmm.
They get on our records, they do our music, and they surpass us by far because they white. They cheat. I mean, we know what it is. Half of them are trash, you know. Besides Eminem, there's only a few white boys like Mac Miller and a couple others that are really raw with it, like, you know what I'm saying, that can really rap. But a lot of them are trash, and they just succeed. You know what I mean?
It's sort of like everything. You know, you get that layup. You know, Jesse Owens shit. You gotta run faster. You gotta be smarter, etc., etc.
Yeah, but like I said, Top is just that dude. He brought us together. You know what I mean? Because I would have never fucked with Kendrick, J-Rock, R.M. So none of that. Top made us together. He put us in the studio. He told us to work. Then we just grew a bond, and over the time, he became like the father. I never knew my father. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Homies, OG homies from my hood, they kept trying to put dope and guns in my hands. This dude was trying to put a mic in my hand.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like, my homies kept telling me, oh, such and such came through, and I'm always the one that gotta go retaliate or go do something or go holler at somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like, this dude put a mic in my hand. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you, because Harlem is changing. Like, I mean, I'm here in New York City. Harlem used to be a certain kind of way, but now Harlem is changing due to the gentrification of it, etc., etc. And like I said, I didn't go too far from the goddamn hotel when I was out there.
Don't.
You know,
I don't go far from mine when I'm in New York either.
But here's my thing. You know, Harlem is changing. Does like Compton and South Central, could that whole dynamic not scare people so much so that, you know, everybody could come and say, you know what, let's go to goddamn Compton? Or will it always be the way it is? With the fear factor?
It won't always be like that. It's already dying down, bro. Like I tell you, I kid you not. To be real, Crips and Bloods don't even beef with each other no more. People don't speak that though. They be doing these little rallies acting like, oh, the Crips and Bloods together. No, they never beefing in the first place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's all about history now.
I saw the history.
You know, history.
Where y'all come from. I saw the history.
Who is the history of who you have problems with? It's not about red or blue no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's been gone. Like, it's about where you come from. Oh, we had problems. You killed my cousin. You did. It's like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do think, because no game, like the internet, honestly, as much as it's fucking on rap and music, the internet saved a lot of lives, bro. Kids is too busy on the internet to even game bang.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's a handful of game bangers from every hood now. Like, it's not like how it used to be where you go in the corner, you passing by 10 niggas on the block. You go to that corner, it's another 10 dudes on the block, and they all from the same hood. Now everybody from the hood is at this one spot, and that's it. They ain't going around terrorizing everybody on these damn Xanax and lean now. They ain't even got no energy to go kill nobody in the first place. Now.
And all of these topics are explored on Blank Space. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you, and I don't say it just throwing it out, man. I feel as though this album is a classic. Not in the sense of there's going to be some big crazy records, you know what I'm saying? But I think that the introspectiveness of it is going to take people where they didn't, you know, think that you could take them. You know, like I heard some sounds on this album that's totally different from the last project. It just took me somewhere different. I got to ask you because, like we said, you know, you come from a lineage and a history of protest.
Yeah,
you know, and I really do respect your intelligence. How do you feel about this whole environment with the police and people dying, et cetera, et cetera?
Something got to stop, man. Something got to stop. It's like all this protest. We've been protesting for years. Right?
Should we join the police department?
No. I don't think so. I think the police department needs a degree. I think the police department needs years of training. I think the police department don't need guns no more.
Would it be different if I pulled up on your block and me and you went to high school together, we know each other, I know your mama, and I pull up on... Would it have been different with Alton, the guy in Baton Rouge? Would it have been different if somebody that knew his mama...
Now that you say that, I think whatever community you grew up in, that's where you should say.
Exactly. Because I would have jumped out the car, I would be like, Alton, stop. What the fuck's going on here, Alton?
You're right.
Where your mama and them at, Alton?
Also, the blacks in our community it shouldn't be 5 fucking people filming this man getting killed.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to interfere.
Somebody
If that means I go to jail for a fucking hour because I'm standing next to this dude saying, don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill him, over and over and over and over again.
Yeah.
If that means I gotta go to jail for 2 hours, my nigga, I'm with it. Like, I'm sick of black people filming our people get killed. It's understandable one person, we need that evidence. But if you see that one person with his camera out, don't bring your fucking camera out, bro. Stop being a coward. I'm tired of seeing cowards, bro.
That's the first time I heard that.
People are cowards, my nigga. Real talk. And that shit be making me sick. It's like, I wouldn't. What if that was your son, my nigga? You gonna pull your camera out? That's your son?
Yeah.
That's your homeboy. You pulling your camera out? Hell no, you ain't pulling your camera out. You like, bro, what's going on? Hey, chill. He ain't do nothing. He ain't even. But since you don't know the nigga, it's and now it's Black Lives Matter. Oh, let's go pro. Nah, bro. Stop being a fucking coward, man. Like, it was already a person filming. You don't need 5 different angles.
Yeah.
Like, nah, we got it already, bro. Stand next to that man. They probably could have saved that man's life if they just stood there and told that dude, don't shoot him, don't shoot him. Even if I gotta say, tase the nigga, just tase him, get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Do it. Save this man's life so he can go home and see his kid. Yeah. That shit fucked up that boy had to go sit on CNN while his mama talking and crying and shit. He'd never see his daddy again. Yeah. All because 6 people want to film the damn shit that's going on. That shit make me mad every time. That's why I'm passionate about it right now. That shit make me mad. Like, come on, bro. I wouldn't do that. Like, that ain't what's up.
And that's why you are the quote-unquote, no pun intended, the cousin.
Yeah. Real talk.
Amen. And it's always a great situation when I get a chance to sit down and talk to you, man. Hey, that blank face it'll change your life, man. It's in stores now.
Thank you.
You know, make sure you cop that, man. And honestly speaking, man, we need you in this culture. For real. For all the other shit, we'll bring this back and bring that back. Well, goddamn it. You know, we got to appreciate what we have right now, man. ScHoolboy Q.
Appreciate that, man.